This is Czechoslovakia, and Bonici is the venue for the final round of the World Grand Prix sidecar motocross. And there's a lot of Dutch supporters here. There's a few British supporters, but let's have a look at the standings at the moment. No Brits up there, I'm afraid. But Timmermans and Verhagen are in the lead, but Ramon and Strub, there they are. They're going to be pushing hard. And there is Timmermans and Verhagen, look. Do you remember we saw Verhagen last time out in the UK round of the World Championships, and he did the last few laps actually concussed. Anyway, more about that later. Let's get on with the first heat. It's a great course, this. And the Czechoslovaks love a bit of action like this, and the noise when these rigs get moving is tremendous. This is a big jump. And that's a real stomach churner, that one, as they come over the top. And there's a great camera angle. Hopefully we'll get a look at it later, where they actually come up over the brow of that one, completely blind. And it's great. There they are. That's Timmermans and Verhagen. Incidentally, Verhagen had that nasty, that's one of the shots, look, as they come up to the jump's over the backside, and they just plummet down into space. Verhagen is okay. He fell on his head. And as Timmermans joked after that event, when he knew that Verhagen was okay, he said, well, Verhagen's head is the strongest part of any of the equipment we've got out here racing, so, but it showed tremendous courage for Verhagen. That's a shot, look, as you drop down there, look at that. And the only, whoa, it's like a ride at, like a ride at the fair, that. Look at that, just drop down. You see the solo machines taking this. Some of the local boys fly and fly and fly. The art is to sort of pre-jump that one a bit and make sure you land on the slope and you don't land down the bottom. Anyway, Ramon and Strub up in the lead at the moment. The Belgian pair on their KTM. And there's a couple of Zabels. And we're seeing Janssen and Fraga there. And Guls. And it's Stettler we've got on the list here. There's Netterschetengel. Or Yela, I think it's pronounced. They're out of it. And that's a shame. But Janssen, Vinnie Janssen and Varga, they look lovely in their green team outfits, the Dutch riders. They're looking good, but here comes... All the boys have got to get, I'm just looking at this championship situation here, all Timmermans and Verhagen have got to get is 10 points and they've clinched the championship. So rather like we saw in the previous event, these boys are not going to be taking any risks at all. And Morph and Bosshard too, there they are, look. They're all right at the moment, they're well placed at the moment. Now, we should be looking here for Etheridge and Brace, who did fairly well after the 8 races, and Etheridge hurt himself in the UK round, hurt his wrist. Here they are, look, these are the world champ, oh, we hope they're going to be world champions, but Etheridge and Brace, unfortunately, not ready yet to come back onto competitive sidecar motocross. So Benson Tunen going well, and Ramon and Struba, number 8, really lapping fast here. 17 laps of this circuit. It's a nicely prepared circuit, actually, this track. It's not very rocky, quite a good surface. There's the checkered flag, and Ramon and Struba take it. Here come Janssen and Varga, look. Golson, Stettler, now let's see where Timmermans are. There you are, 4th. 13 points is enough for Timmermans and Verhagen to become the 1991 World Champions. And listen to the crowd and all the other competitors cheering. The crowd are going absolutely bananas. That's what they came here to see. And there's a... well, for Verhagen, he's pulling himself together, but after the UK round, one wonders take the helmet, look. And all of these Dutch supporters came over, and my word, this has been wonderful. And you'll see Timmermans and Verhagen in the next heat, but fourth was good enough. Ramon and Strub had a good first heat, and Janssen Varga did well there. We'll be back after the break. Old champion, I suppose you want to go for it, don't you? There they are, closest to the camera, getting an inside line through that first corner. But it's fairly academic as far as the World Championship is concerned, but the seconds and third places need to be sorted out, and the crowd have turned out. Umbrellas going up as it starts to get a bit down. Ramon and Strub did very well in the first heat, the first moto, and there's going to be a big fight between Ramon and Strub and Janssen Varga, that is for sure. Timmermans and Verhagen, I shouldn't get that worried now. They're going to keep out of mischief, keep out of trouble, and let the others do the fighting. You can see it's already started to get very muddy, and the boys are very wet already. But we can see, there they are, they're the new world champions, and they're running back in, running back in 6th or 7th. Here we see the fans cheering. And yeah, that's a dodgy place to give your pit information, your team information. And we can see Janssen and Varga going very well there, and Lehner and Weber are going well, the Finnish duo. And then we got a couple of the Swiss in there. Morph and Boschard went they got 5th in the first heat, and they're running extremely well with teammates Hester and Kaiser at the moment. But Ramon and Strub, and look at them going. I hardly see the colours, they're so wet. So Janssen and Varga are in the lead now. Wow, that's the shot. And they're taking it easy over that jump. Now watch these sidecar guys go. Varga is one of the most accomplished sidecar men, obviously, in the world. And that's Lehner and Weber, the Finnish duo. And then that's Husser and Kaiser, the Swiss pair. And that looks like Morse and Bossard, difficult to see. And Timmermans and Verhagen, of course, taking it easy. They're out for a Sunday afternoon cruise through here now. And there you see the sign up there. That was nice. They got that done so quickly. Timmermans and Verhagen, new world champions, it says there. So the results are Janssen and Varga. They went extremely well with the 2nd in the first heat and the 1st in the 2nd heat. Does that make sense? Lehner and Weber, and then the 2 Swiss pairs. And they're still cheering the new world champions across the line, although they crossed the line in 6th position in the Kawasaki rig there, EML sidecar rig. And there we see the final standings, a fairly commanding lead, because they score points as well with that 6, of course.